Good morning, friends. This is Advocate Abhilash Thomas, Chief Executive Officer of IndusViva Health Sciences. There are so many studies are undergoing what would be the scenario of India's business world post-lockdown or post-corona epidemic. See, many reports are already out, but all the reports, although there are some contradicting claims, but all the reports are very clear on one point, that is agoraphobia. What is that? Agoraphobia is nothing but, even though the lockdown is withdrawn, some psychological impact it will create in people's mind and it will still remain. It is like people will definitely maintain the social distancing. People won't be opting public transport. People won't gather in places like multiplex, malls. That crowding mentality is going to get an end, at least for the near future. So this agoraphobia is very, very clearly we are going to witness even after lockdown. In this scenario, being an Viva distributor leader, we should be able to adapt the situation and align our business in accordance with that. Adaptability is a very, very key component for a person to excel in his life. See, it is not just your capabilities, but adjusting with the changing environment. How fast you are adapting it is very important. If you look at the story of Kodak camera, Kodak is the camera is being used to click the photograph of Neil Armstrong's footprints on the moon. A legend, Kodak. What happened to Kodak today? Kodak is today, you know how much money Kodak has? Zero. Company got bankrupted. Why? Because of the digital cameras. Who invented digital cameras? Not Sony. It is invented by Kodak itself. Although Kodak developed a digital camera, Kodak never had the fascination for photography. Their fascination was for processing the films, and their mindset in mind, it was a chemical company. Much more number of photographs have been clicked, getting clicked in these days compared to Kodak times, but Kodak is no more. Forget about Kodak. We all know Jurassic Park, dinosaurs, the strongest animal, the biggest animals ever lived on planet Earth, but failed to adapt the changing situations. So dinosaurs are history. They failed to survive. Many of our distributor leaders, they are the Kodaks and they are the dinosaurs of today. If they fail to adapt, I am sorry to tell you, but it's my duty to tell, will have the same fate. When GST came in existence, many interstate traders, they were actually dependent on 2.5% margin on trading between the states due to the tax difference. All got vanished because when the GST came in force, India became one country as far as the tax law is concerned. So there was no money left in the interstate trade. The same way, demonetization. Many people were running a parallel economy. They were actually out of the tax net when the demonetization came in existence, all those business people suddenly have to do all the transactions through online, which got recorded. Finally, it has got a tax effect. That way, many parallel economic activities got collapsed. But some people emerged, they adapted, and they aligned as per the new situation. Even during this lockdown period, the nearby shops, the shop, a provisional store which is serving door delivery, especially in cities to apartments and all that. For example, a shop which is serving the basic grocery to around 250 houses. If that fellow is smart enough, he already has 250 database. After the lockdown, he can simply appoint few delivery boys and he can ensure these 250 people continue to buy from him. They were actually previously buying from the malls and supermarkets. They got shifted to the nearby provisional store fellow, but if he is smart enough, he will be able to continue it. That kind of adaptability is something which we need to show. Look at our country's situation. It is already clear that Indian economy's growth has fallen from 7% to 1.9%. GDP growth of this year will be only 1.9%. Next year, 2021, we will not have a full recovery. We will have only a partial recovery. And only in 2022, it is expected we will come back to 7.2% growth rate. You and me, being a direct seller, we cannot wait till 2022 to bring our income, our business back to normalcy. As I mentioned, the smart people will survive. In 2008, when we had a crisis, many institutions got collapsed. Recently, many banks got collapsed, private banks. But whatever the private banks, bad reputation they gained, it has become an advantage for many strong players. I mean, if you are a strong player, you will be more strengthened during this crisis time. For example, many leaders after lockdown will search for a new company for X or Y or Z reasons. They will choose a good company and they will choose a good leader. If your visibility is so high, when they search you online, if you are there everywhere, definitely you will have an edge. They will come to you. So, what I am trying to say, you increase, I would say, the banks used to say the credit worthiness. One bank will give loan to two companies with the two different interest rates. If a company is more strong, they will get a loan with a cheaper interest rate, but the same bank will charge more interest rate from a weaker company or weaker individual even. If you are strong, if your visibility is high, they will choose you, they will come to you. The post-lockdown period will be very advantageous for you. For that, the most important thing you need to check, the Saturday we had a massive launch of Zoom VOPs. 45 VOPs took place last Saturday, 11 a.m. When you conducted VOP, this is the time for you to get into the nitty-gritties. please do a cross check whether any leaders of yours missed that VOP. If you are a diamond, check whether any sapphires missed, emeralds, pearls, rubies. Go further down to the maximum level. How many star thousands missed the VOP? At least you should go up to that level. If a star thousand doesn't have the technical know-how how to attend their Zoom VOP, can you expect tomorrow he will be setting up a Zoom VOP with his downlines? That is the key. So, in the next VOP, which is going to happen in this week, please make sure whoever has missed, identify them, reach them, and strictly ensure they will be attending the upcoming VOP. That is one point you need to immediately address. Once a person first time attending a VOP, it will be little uncomfortable for him. But the second time it will be very comfortable for him, and he will be happily ensuring his downlines will be attending in that program. In the next wave, we will be able to see these people will be bringing many of new guests to that VOP. That is the way it will take shape. Another area you need to pay your attention is the results. VOP we are conducting, the Zoom VOP we are conducting not just for the sake of organizing. First time it may be a curiosity for people, but second time at least it should make business sense. You need to check how many distributors attended the VOP, and you need to clearly check how many of those distributors brought new guests for that VOP. Brought in the sense they connected those people through Zoom. That is very important. The third point you need to check is how many closings happened. Whoever has done the closings, immediate closings, encourage them. Recognize them. Flash their names and posters in all social media. Even look at company. Company has introduced the referral bonus. Whoever is sponsoring a person, he will get 1000 rupee if he enrolled with 200 PV. If he enrolled with 100 PV, he will be getting 500 rupee. That is what company is looking at. You also look at it in the same direction. So, please have an eye after every VOP, how many new enrollments are happening. You have to personally attend and ensure that. For that, there are 3 steps. Number 1, from your entire network, how many people attended the VOP? Number 2, how many people connected new guests? Number 3, how many closings took place? You keep that data in your hand. With that, you plan for the next meeting. Then only you will be able to double your numbers or triple your numbers. There is a saying, if it can be monitored, it can be improved. Please do the monitoring. It is very important. Another important thing you need to keep in mind in the lockdown period is the last mile product delivery. Product delivery, the shipment, everything company is taking care, but still in the last mile there will be a good amount of coordination is required. Stay in touch with your distributor network and ensure at least people, previously we used to do delivery on a weekly basis. This time at least you have to ensure whoever has purchased a product in the month of March, whether especially new people, the first timers, ensure they are receiving their products immediately. If you cross-check in your network, how many people have not received? The people who placed the orders in March. Bring it to the attention of our DCS team. Call DCS, you call DCS and tell them, these are the people who have not received their product. Their ID number, this is the week they placed the order. And collect the information to where company, whether send it or not, where it has reached, where it is stuck. That last mile thing. Last mile means from the last courier point to the customer. In that area, you have to involve. I am not telling you to step out from your house and go and do it. I don't think so. Mostly it will be required. You can do it over the phone and coordinating with the courier company and IndusViva. So, this is what I am talking about, the adaptability. Please don't be under the impression that after lockdown everything will come back to normalcy. No. The restrictions will be continued. This will be the future business model, the digital model. That is the reason Prime Minister have rolled out the Digital India. Even the corona thing was not there also, the digital way of life is going to happen. Corona only just preponed it, just advanced it, nothing else. So dear friends, adapt it, then you will be able to accelerate. So, every leader who had been doing VOPs all these days, be prepared to convert your VOPs to Zoom. You should be ready, your downline should be ready, and downline should be capable of preparing their guest also to do that. This is actually going to open a new world in front of us. Once you become habituate to that, then you will be very comfortable even convincing people sitting in America to do your business. When you sleep here at night, your downlines will be building business even in America, and you will be getting income. My best wishes. Your friend and partner in success, Abhilash Thomas, signing off.